In today's video, we discuss whether Vivid Voltage is Pokemon's next big money maker. I'm Kakashi with Kanto Capital. Vivid Voltage. Everyone's so excited for this set, and it's understandable because those amazing rares, let's just say that's the perfect name for it. They are amazing. I don't know what else to say. That's all I can say about it. The design on these cards are just fantastic. If you don't know the details, I will get into that very quickly. But I just love how the design of something like that can be so simple, yet so vibrant and unpredictable at the same time. But let's dive in and keep watching to see what Vivid Voltage is really giving us, because I think you'll be quite surprised by my decision on this set. So let's talk about the confirmed cards that we know are going to be in this set for sure. Right now what's confirmed is a Pikachu VMAX and a Colossal VMAX, or at least the highlights of the set. And one thing that everyone is talking about is we have a confirmed 6 amazing rares for Vivid Voltage. So that's Raikou, Zacian, Zamazenta, Celebi, Jirachi, and Rayquaza. Now, really important things to note about this is the Japanese set, Shocking Volt Tackle, which is the equivalent to this set. They also have an Alakazam full art, a Galarian Surfetch, a Pikachu V full art card, a Pikachu VMAX Rainbow Rare. They have B, Leon, Nessa, and an Obstagoon as well. So there's a lot of potential cards that could be coming to the American set as well, and that's a really important thing to consider. So although we don't have all the details on the set, what we know so far, it just looks fantastic. Even if no other good cards ends up being revealed, just the Pikachu VMAX and the Amazing Rares alone is going to make this a very good set already. And if they add in some more of those Japanese cards, I mean, wow, this set could be seriously loaded. Even though this all sounds great, because I'm gushing about it already, just keep watching because there's a lot more that we need to look at. One huge positive is that Japan had incredible demand for this set at release, which gives us a bit of an lead indicator into how people respond, how they will respond to Vivid Voltage. You know, it's not a lock, but the fact that other collectors are loving this set, I think it's a really hugely positive sign. But even with everything so great about Vivid Voltage so far, like the cards and the fact that Japan really likes it, here are some concerns I have from an investor's perspective. My first concern is actually the Pikachu, one of my favorite cards from Vivid Voltage so far. And it's not the Pikachu card itself, it's the value perception of Pikachu. I mean, I love Pikachu, most people do. He's the Pokemon mascot for a reason. And I like the design. I actually think it's a really nice blend of old and modern design. Now, will it be a valuable card? Yes, it will be. But will it be a Charizard level card that can actually carry a set? We'll see. I'm interested to see where collectors are going to value a card like this. If we look at the tag team cards from the Sun and Moon era, the comparable Charizard cards, they perform much better. And so it'll be interesting to see if this changes with Vivid Voltage. If we look again at some prior sets, if we look at a PSA 10 Pikachu Zekrom from Team Up, the PSA 10 on that card is going for about $200 right now. Now, if you look at a comparable Charizard Braixen, I don't know how to pronounce it, but a PSA 10 on that card is $500. And then if you look at the Unbroken Bonds Charizard, the PSA 10 on that card is going for around $600. So you compare $200 for a Pikachu Zekrom card versus the Charizard cards are running $500 to $600 for basically essentially the same card in terms of rarity and type. And while I was analyzing this set, what really caught my eye, this really shocked me, is that the Pikachu Zekrom card that we're looking at here that I said was worth $200. If you look at that set, it came from Team Up. Now, if we look at the other PSA 10 cards from specifically the Team Up set, so this is the exact same set that the Pikachu Zekrom card is in, there are cards in that set that are actually valued more than the Pikachu. You have the Latios Lover's Art card That's going for $350 in PSA 10. There's a Gengar Mimikyu card that's going for $250 in PSA 10. And then there's Pikachu in around third place in its own set. And then just right below it, there's Magikarp and Wailord alternate art or full art card that's going for around $150 to $200. And there's also a Venusaur Celebi card that's also just around that range too. And these comparisons are what I mean about the value perception of Pikachu. Similar style cards with different characters are worth more. And even cards from the exact same set are selling for a lot more than the Pikachu is. And there's a lot of cards that are competing with it as the top card, one of the top cards in the set. So will the trend change with Vivid Voltage? We'll see. The second point, Amazing Rares. I don't know how much more I can say about the Amazing Rares. There's not a lot to say. They're fantastic cards. But let's look at these cards again. We have Raikou, Zacian, Zamazenta, Celebi, Jirachi, and Rayquaza. These are very solid characters with very good popularity. They are cards that people will want. But think about this. If people go crazy for Vivid Voltage, if these Amazing Rares become a huge, massive hit, and the way Pokemon going with how much momentum we have right now, I mean, who knows? I mean, can you imagine what Pokemon would likely have to do next? If the Pokemon Company sees people loving these cards and buying Vivid Voltage en masse, they're going to think, we need to make more. And if we do see more, I mean, are they going to make more popular characters? Are we going to see more Amazing Rares with more popular characters? I mean, can you imagine an Eevee Amazing Rare? Or how about a Pikachu Amazing Rare? How about a Mew Amazing Rare? Oh, and that fire-breathing dragon, what's his name? Yeah, what if those come out later? Or, I mean, what if there's some enhanced version of an Amazing Rare, like a Rainbow Rare equivalent or a Rainbow Rare version of the Amazing Rares? A bit of a mouthful there. Those are potential things that we could be looking at. The Amazing Rares are great, but my question is, are they too good? And could it make these first 6 cards, these first 6 Amazing Rares, maybe less desirable in the future? That's something that I'm strongly thinking about. We are almost to my final take, guys, so make sure you stick around. Number 3, production. Demand for Pokemon is higher than ever. The Pokemon Company International has seen what a frenzy good sets can cause. They see that we can wipe out, I mean, basically their entire production runs. And they've seen the difference between sets like Hidden Fates or Champion's Path versus, let's say, the demand for a set like Rebel Clash. And I realize there's supply chain issues right now with everything going on in the world. You know, I've had some issues myself and my other ventures and just getting product from production to landed. But, you know, this is a mainline set. Vivid Voltage will be a mainline set versus the holiday sets, which are like Hidden Fates and Champion's Path. So if they need cards for the players, even if demand is crazy, I wouldn't be shocked if Pokemon is ready to print this to demand. Remember, Pokemon is first and foremost a card game. That's where its roots come from. That's how Pokemon stays interesting and relevant during all this period. So if the players need cards to play with, Pokemon will really need to be able to meet that demand. Vivid Voltage might be one of those sets that has both players and collectors clamoring to get it. To be fair, I don't know a lot about the player side, but it just makes sense that every expansion, they are going to add new playable cards to every set. And then on top of that, Pokemon has just recently announced that they're actually moving back the next main set. So we have Vivid Voltage, the next set will be Sword and Shield 5, which we don't really know anything about yet. But they're moving that back. So normally it would be released in February, but now they're saying it's going to be somewhere between March and May, I believe. Meaning that Vivid Voltage will be the newest set for an extended period of time. How long exactly, we don't know, but theoretically, we could be looking up to 6 months where Vivid Voltage is the primary set for players. And this could make the supply question, the production question, very interesting. So what will I be doing? I almost did not buy into this set at all, even though we knew about the amazing rares pretty early. But what convinced me to just at least have a very small position was when I learned about the Pikachu VMAX. That was just that last push that I needed, because I was a little timid about the amazing rares, even though, again, I think the cards are fantastic. Again, I don't know how much I can say. I can't say anything about it, really. They're really great cards, but I just had some concerns about that from an investment standpoint. And so the Pikachu VMAX for me, it was just that last push that I needed. And then when I was deciding how much I wanted to buy, I looked at the excitement and the demand for this product, and I actually went a little bit more against my gut feeling, and I put in a bigger position than I think what my instincts were telling me to do. So I really ended up with a slightly bigger position than I wanted, because I went from basically going to pass on Vivid Voltage to having a small position in this set. And now I went just a little bit heavier. But I ran through my numbers, I took a look at the potential outcomes, and I just decided to go for it. If anything, this shows that even with a distinct plan, like I have a very distinct plan and strategy how I'm investing into Pokemon, sometimes things are just difficult no matter what you plan. And I just want you to know that it's okay. These surprises, they are going to happen. And sometimes things are not going to go according to plan. But it's part of what makes collecting and investing in Pokemon fun and exciting. But that's my view on Vivid Voltage. I love the amazing rares. I think the cards in the set are great. And it could potentially get even better if they put some more of those Japanese cards in the American release. But I'm cautiously optimistic, and so I will be holding only a minor position in Vivid Voltage, despite how excited people are for this set. And I realize people are very excited for Vivid Voltage. And the reason I am cautiously optimistic is because I'm wondering if Vivid Voltage could become a victim of its own success. I'm Kakashi with Kanto Capital. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, watch my video on the Vivid Voltage pre-release kits that has a Charizard promo inside, or watch my video about the possible Pokemon bubble and why I literally don't care at all. And you'll discover how I'm investing in the Pokemon market right now. Like this video and then scroll down for the links to the next one, and I'll see you there.